A very good afternoon to you. Welcome to Lunchtime News, coming to you live and direct from the Newsfirst newsroom here in Colombo. I'm Stephanie Lazarus. Before we head into your stories in detail, here's a look at the headlines. Rohita Begunawardena removed from the Central Working Committee of the SLFP. 35 people evacuated due to an earth slip in the Hamilton estate in Lakshapana, Maskeria. Veteran musician Nimal Mendes passes away. Now stories in detail. Former Minister Rohita Begunawardena has been removed from the SLFP Central Working Committee.
The letter informing the removal of the former minister from the Central Working Committee has been received by him this morning. The letter signed by the President says that the membership was terminated as the former minister did not comply with the decisions taken by the Central Working Committee. The membership of MPs Bandula Gunawardena, T.B. Eknaika, S.M. Chandrasena and Salinda Disanaika was terminated on a prior occasion.
Meanwhile, due to the inclement weather conditions, 35 people have been evacuated to safer locations following an earth slip near the Hamilton estate in Lakshapana, Maskeria.
The earth slip occurred with heavy rain in the area last evening near a line of homes. Police added that there were no injuries reported and that some of the evacuated individuals are being housed at a Hindu temple while others are at the homes of their relatives.
I heard a loud noise when I was in the kitchen. When I went to inspect, there were children. I brought them back to the kitchen. When I came back inside, I heard the people living next door also shouting. The same has happened to their house as well. Then the group and the inspector came and shouted and saved everybody.
Meanwhile, 7 spill gates of the Udualava reservoir have been opened with the onset of incessant rain. The Assistant Director of the Disaster Management Centre, Pradeep Kodipilli, said that as a result, residents should exercise caution when using water from the Valava River, which runs below the reservoir.
Meanwhile, 8 train services were disrupted this morning due to the non-attendance of railway employees who were expected to return to work with the conclusion of the Sinhala and Tamil New Year holiday. The Railway Department said that thereby 3 services operating from Colombo to Fort to Polgavila, Gampa and Meedigamma were cancelled. In addition to this, train services from Polgavila to Colombo and the train from Ramukkana to Colombo Fort was also cancelled this morning. Meanwhile, the train plying from Aludgamma to Colombo, from Chilau to Colombo was also cancelled this morning due to the absence of railway workers who failed to report to work today. The Railway Department added that guards and locomotive drivers who were on vacation in line with the Sinhala and Tamil New Year are now returning back to work and that railway services could be restored by this afternoon. However, long-distance train services were operating in accordance with the designated railway timetable. The Ministry of Road Development and Highways has taken steps to introduce a program to develop rural roads. The Secretary to the Ministry, Udaya Seneviratne, stated that this will be carried out with funds worth $800 million obtained from the Asian Development Bank. Seneviratne noted that this program will cover roads in the southern, northwestern, north central, central and Sabargamo provinces. The first step of the road development program will commence from the southern province next month. A demonstration was held opposite the Thammenawa Rural Hospital in Mihintale. The demonstration was held to protest against a group of hospital workers being assaulted. The demonstrators say that a group claiming to be army personnel arrived at the hospital to receive treatment last evening and had assaulted 2 officials at the hospital. According to our correspondent, the 2 individuals who were assaulted are receiving treatment at the Anuradhapura Teaching Hospital. The individuals who were suspected of attacking have been arrested. Renowned composer and musician Nimal Mendes has passed away. The veteran musician passed away this morning at the age of 81.
Mendes, who pursued a career in music as a pianist, was instrumental in advancing the music industry in Sri Lanka as he introduced a jazz blues-inspired music trend to the industry, revolutionized the local music industry and composed several songs for popular Sri Lankan films which are still popular over the generations. Nimal Mendes was also one of a handful of Sri Lankan musicians to appear on the BBC television programme Top of the Pops. The late veteran musician was adjudged the winner of the OCIS award in 1979 for the music in the Ahasen Polavata movie and also won the Sarsavi award for the music in the Ganga Adhara movie in 1980. He also clinched the Presidential Award in 1983 for his extraordinary service rendered for the music industry. He was not only a locally celebrated artist, he was recognized for his work internationally as well. Kiss Kiss, a song in which the music was composed by the late Nimal Mendes, was included in one of the albums of Mary Marshall.
A fire that erupted in the Leedsley tea estate in Aurelia has resulted in an extensive damage to the building that houses the factory. Our correspondent stated that the fire that erupted at around 6 a.m. this morning in the manufacturing unit of the factory, and efforts were made to contact the fire brigade to douse the fire, and it had proved futile. Our correspondent said that the employees had then managed to contain the fire. It has been revealed that the number of accidents related to fireworks has reduced, while there has been a spike in road accidents during the Sinhala and Tamil New Year. Information published by the National Hospital reveals that there is a 15% increase in accidents this year compared to the last year.
The number of accidents reported during the past 3 days stands at 700. A 9% increase in accidents have been reported when compared to last year, and the highest number of accidents are reported to be accidents caused indoors. The health unit states that there is a 29% increase in road accidents this year, which stands at 156 when compared to last year. Indoor accidents have seen a 40% increase. The health unit states that 129 accidents have been caused due to falling, and that number has seen a 23% reduction when compared to the past year. 71% of accidents have been caused due to torture, which sees a 13% increase. The health unit also states that attention has been drawn to further reduce the accidents caused during the festive season.
And that's a wrap of Lunchtime News. I'm Stephanie Lazarus. Join us again at 1:55 as we keep you on the know of the latest.